Hello guys. So a lot has been happening on the Twitters, and it appears that we got a new Forsaken drama. Yes, a new Forsaken drama. How lovely. We love it. I am a bit clueless on this myself. I'm just going into this fucking head first, jumping into the deep end, man. I really do not understand what's going on. Besides, I think I heard that Kaiser, one of the devs, got fired for whatever happened here. So I'll be taking a journey on Twitter, which is a very dangerous site, and learning what's going on, giving you my opinions, and I don't know, just trying to learn about this. You know, maybe you clicking on this video don't know either, so it's gonna be a learning experience for the both of us, okay? All right, and I'm pretty sure this all did start with this tweet right here by what is that? LFX star? Yeah, this is true. Name censored for privacy, but I have multiple people to back me up that this is a Forsaken higher up. Also, others share this view. I was very reluctant. Yo, I cannot speak. Reluctant.
Sea creatures are attacking me in coals. They want my coals cash.
On posting this, as you can see by the date that this was talked about, but it seems nothing will change. And let's take a look at that, see. Here we go. This is the poster from October 19th, 2025. Are you aware Kaiser is actively talking to Soul? Not even for business purposes, by the way. He's straight up talking to Soul. Before you say anything to him, I want to talk this through first, because this is all taking place right now. To give a quick rundown, Kaiser DM'd Sharky Leo. If you don't know who Sharky Leo is, he's a YouTuber who does videos on like he's mainly known for like the drama videos that he does for like Roblox games like Forsaken. He said he was stepping away from Forsaken, so you know, just a little thing right here for out of the blue, and said that Soul wanted to ask a few questions for some reason. And Kaiser has been basically saying that he's been talking to Soul. IIRC. I might be Unk. What the fuck does IIRC mean? If I remember correctly, okay, I feel like you did not need to abbreviate that. If I can remember correctly. Says he doesn't want to be friends, but like, why do you even have contact with him in the first place? Okay, that's good. Yeah, why would you? That's like me talking to Epstein. Of course that's not gonna look good. I don't know why you would be talking to him at all. Like, he's not a part of the team. He's a bad guy. Bad things. Yucky. I don't know why you talk to him. Actually, I did have an interaction with Soul about like 2-3 weeks ago. He made a Discord server, and I was actually the first ever person to join it. Legitimately. And this was all happening while I was streaming Outcome Memories, and my viewers ended up joining that server, posted my link of my stream into their server, and then and Soul knows about my existence, which gave me like tingles down my spine. And then he said, "Let's team up." Seeing those words on my phone gave me the 1,000-yard stare, bro. But anyways, that's not what we're here for. And this guy, which is, you know, blocked off for privacy reasons, we'll learn who that is sooner. Shrug, it's up to Kaiser, I'm not gonna lie, unless he's leaking shit, which he isn't. I really do not care, man. Unless it's being used as some sort of connection to feed info or something, I don't give a fuck. I know a few others on the mod team talk to him. Hold up. You other people on the mod team talk to him still? What? For some reason, which I don't get myself, but as long as it doesn't cause any problems with the development or they start leaking, I really could not care. That's their friendships, not mine. I don't want to talk to Soul, nor do I want to be friends with them because they're yuck. But if they want to, for some reason, that ain't my issue. If they want to deal with his weird bullshit, I don't give a fuck. This is for Kaiser, by the way, not anyone else. Further clarifying, lel. That's on them. Okay. I don't think... Okay, so Kaiser plus multiple people on the mod team talking to Soul, which that's not good. That's not a good look at all, bro. That's like really not a good look. But anyways, that is all for that screenshot right there. And we got appearances. Replying to Sharky Leo, I don't know who this infrequent appearances are. Apparently Bacon Boy's following him, so I don't think the dev team understands how insane of a PR nightmare it is when people would figure out, or if people genuinely figure out that the developers unironically talk to Soul, regardless of what other personal opinion people have on Soul, it could very well tank the game even further. Yeah, it's obviously became a PR nightmare because now I'm hearing about it, and obviously, and you know, even to, dude, 1 million fucking views. Yeah, no shit. This is a PR nightmare. But anyways, let's continue. As much as I adore this game and everything it's given me, hearing about this is absolutely shocking. I feel like holding this info back, not being truthful, is just the worst case for every single scenario. Please, guys, you're killing me here. Just change for the better. Yeah. Like, do you understand how much drama Forsaken has been? I've been with him since the game dropped. I've played on day one. And I do know a couple people within the team and interacted with them, and it pains me to see this because it's just wrong, and I don't think anybody in the world would want to see this either, bro. I mean, yeah, it's not the end of the world if they're talking to Soul, but it's not a good look. He's weird. After all this time, I don't know why on God's green earth would you talk to Soul. Again, that's like me talking to Epstein, me talking to Diddy, me talking to, I don't know, EDP 445. Like, if my viewers found out that I was talking to, like, Soul Driven Love, you think they would just take that lightly? No. Like, say that I was friends with Soul Driven Love. I would be canceled. They would not like me because of the bad things that he is accused for. Now, I don't want to get into the can of beans of if Soul is innocent or not, or all this other stuff, blah, 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 blah. That's not for me today. I really am confused about all that. But in my opinion, I think he's still a bad guy, a weird guy on that. But let's continue. You know what? Oh, wait. Okay, sorry. I skipped one right here. Just as a reminder, there are multiple team members who are still in contact with Soul, and the owners do not care despite knowing this knowledge. I feel like I need to further clarify on the fact that because people are glossing over that. Yeah, that's like bad right there. I don't like being on the team and like still in contact with, no, just don't. Why would you need contact with Soul? Just no. And I know a lot of the dev/mods are like in their teens. That's not a good look. But let's continue. You know what? You guys are right. I should uncensor the person who did this. Good night. And the person that responded was Basil. And if I can remember, that is the co-owner or owner. I think it's owner. I think Basil and Haitoko both co-own it now. So she would be one of the owners. Which, you know, is not really good. I could be wrong on this, but I think that's what it is. Also, if this does, you know, I'm an official content creator in their server. If this does get me like kicked or something, I do not care. These are my takes, you know, and if you do not agree with them, I don't care. And we got from 23 hours ago again, since I was requested by Basil herself to send the entire chat, I'll do exactly that. And let's take a look here. Basil literary miners are talking to a groom groomer slash fucking creep, and you're saying, meh, it's up to them. What the fuck are we doing? That's true. Okay, I didn't even finish that, but this is not a good response. Some of these people are adults. Notice how she said some. That's not a good response. What are you doing? That's not an excuse. Absolutely not. Okay, let's see where we are. What the fuck are we doing? You quite literally own the game. You can straight up tell them to stop doing this shit. Facts. To not do this shit. Facts. Also, the fuck do you mean you don't care unless it causes problem with the development? Do you know how fucking weird that sounds? I know you probably didn't intend for it to sound that way. Also, you acknowledge that Soul is weird and genuinely just disgusting. Isn't it your responsibility to stop your employees from interacting with said person? God, I can't read. I think what this guy is saying is true, and I'm not trying to meat ride by here again. This is all my opinions. You don't have to agree with anything. You can agree with whoever you want. You know, there's not bad guys on this situation yet. You know, there's not a right or wrong side yet. At least as I know of so far. But I do agree, yeah, you are their boss. You can tell them to stop. And you know about it. Tell them to stop. It would only lead to bad things if they continued, right? Nothing positive could come out of talking to Soul Diddy Love, bro. Okay, we read that. Okay, that was the end of that thread. That was the end of the thread for that. And one more I do want to look at is the Forsaken official account. Oh, here we go. Forsaken developer Kaiser fired over leaked messages revealing ties to disgraced ex-owner Soul. Was this? Oh yeah, this is Grok. Screenshot showed a team higher-up dismissing concern about ties to Soul. The co-ex owner accused of financial misconduct, harassment, and extremist links. Management admitted neglecting the issue for too long, eroding player trust, and pledged to sever all associations with Soul, who retains a 25% revenue share. While some players verified Kaiser's removal from the team, many view the response as reactive damage control amid ongoing calls for transparency in Basil's accountability. Okay, we got the official Roblox thing. Due to a recent situation regarding one of our developers, Kaiser, he has been demoted from his position and no longer works for the game due to his associations with Soul. This came out 8 hours ago. Do you think they only fired him because everyone found out? I think yes. You know, if this wasn't made into a big fiasco, they would have still kept him on the team, which is not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. All right, let's continue. You know what? This is from 8L. I don't know their name. FX Star. That's all I'm going to call them now. I'm more than angry that I was told that firing Kaiser was unrealistic and not the way to go, only for that to be completely backtracked on. Yeah. So Basil said they will not be, or firing him is not the way to go. And then they fired him. So yeah, I can understand why they're mad. Yeah, we read that. I'm going to comment on this here. So the point of finger. You guys are holding off with information like this. Just post it at the moment. I mean, that is true. That guy is true. This was 10/19, and they only wait till now to post it. I mean, I do kind of get that on why people would be mad about that. I'm sorry, but the way Basil acts when people notify them that one of their devs are having a relationship with the most problematic person ever seems it's so normal in her circle, she just doesn't give a fuck. Yeah, that too. She probably should have been more serious about that, but I don't really care that much. Oh, no, this infrequent appearances is Sharky Leo. Oh my god. I'm stupid, bro. This is Sharky Leo's account. I didn't know that. Yo, I quit Forsaken. This is not a joke or a bid. I quit making content. Yeah, I saw this on his YouTube. He quit. I told him, escape the, slop. Escape the slop matrix. And he was like, moving on to OM and die death, here I come. So that was a little funny. And yeah, it genuinely is sick of this game. Genuinely sick of this game. And you know, I can see that. I can feel that too. You know, the decisions with the behind the scenes of this game really PMO. Not even the game itself. Like, sure, there's a little bad things with the actual game. But, bro, 90% of Forsaken's issues is because of the people involved. We don't care if you talk to Soul. We fired Kaiser for talking to Soul. This is really fucked up, by the way. Why would I care? That is true. That's bad. Yeah, only after he's called out keeping Basil on the team. I think... Nah, I was about to say Basil should get fired too. Nah, that would be bad. Cooper's response to such a profound issue is the perfect example of what Forsaken has become: a beaten, barely breathing body of passion, of a passion project chained by greed and the actions of its higher-ups. Do better, not just for your community, but for the victims hard by soul. Facts. I agree there. Hashtag, yo, Sharky Leo. Hashtag, what now? Let's take a look. We want nothing to do with Soul or whatever between them. People like a patriot who continue to associate with them. They've remained completely disconnected from any of us. Really past legal stuff. First, I have no or any desire in affiliating myself with someone like Soul. Neither do I do any of the leads, nor do any of the team members want him. Damn. That's crazy right here. What did he see? That's a fire image. I might use that in my editing. What did he see? What did he see? Yeah, that's fire. But this is crazy. Hitoko saying that none of the team members want anything to do with Soul is kind of fucking whack. You know, I respect Hitoko or anything, but that's just a blatant lie right there. That's just lying. That's just lying to the people. That's fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. You talk to Soul and you greenlit 2 times movement set. And you greenlit 2 times movement set. You're going to hell, Kaiser. Oh my god, is it that serious? Can we get a response from Basil? Facts. I mess with the Omega Flowey. Actually, no, that's not Omega Flowey. That's the fucking Forsaken one. Okay. Do we have Kaisers? Do we have a Kaiser response, perchance? Do we have a Kaiser response? Hold up. A part of like a bot. Oh, I'm following them. I'm stupid, bro. Have they made a response? Ooh, it appears not. That sucks. Has Hitoko made a response? It appears not. Has Forsaken, the official account, made any other responses? We apologize on behalf of management. No. Where's Basil's response? Not just the management. We want to hear Basil's response. Furthermore, we have removed anyone else from the team that we are aware of having any association with Soul. Dang. So they removed a couple people, I'm guessing. I want to apologize for the entire situation. Management has neglected this problem for an unacceptable amount of time. Understand any grievances in the law. We do not. Okay, that appears to be about it for this entire thing. I feel like this is a big fucking disaster. Insert that one gif of SpongeBob's brain. It's like on fire and like all the mini SpongeBobs are trying to like save it. That's what this entire thing is. If you enjoy this video, check out my other videos. And if you want to see me cover more drama type stuff like this, leave a like, leave a comment saying you do. Anyways, I hope you guys have a blessed day.